Hello, YouTube live stream. I'm on here to share this message. In the church, we hear the pastor say, the people don't know Jesus Christ, the people don't know who he is. That is not true. Growing up, I knew exactly who Jesus Christ was. Okay. My mama sowed the seed of the word of God into me and my sister, and I know who he was. I just had a wrong view of him. Okay. He had to show me that it wasn't religion, that following Jesus Christ is not religion. I just had a wrong view, but I always knew who Jesus Christ was. In religion, the spirit of religion is not Jesus Christ. Okay? So when the pastors say that people don't know Jesus Christ, they don't know him. They do know him. My mama taught me about him. Yes. So I do know who Jesus Christ is. Yes, we know who he was. I just had a wrong view of him. I always knew who Jesus Christ was. Hmm. So when the pastors say, "Oh, people don't know Jesus Christ," they don't know. Yes, they do. They do know who he is. They just got to get the right view of him. Yep, they got to get the right view of Jesus Christ. In Romans 1, it says, by the wickedness of the people who suppress the truth. They suppress the truth by their wickedness. I didn't know when I was growing up that I was suppressing the truth of Jesus Christ. I just had a wrong view of him, but I always knew who Jesus Christ was. Hmm. And they suppress, and by the wickedness of the people who suppressed the truth by their wickedness, since what they made known about God is plain to them, because they may not were known to them because of God made it plain to them. For since from the creation of the word, God's invisible qualities and his eternal power and divine nature, who has been clearly seen, been clearly seen, but understood from what has been, so that people are without excuse. For though they knew God, they neither glorified him as God, it gave to give thanks to him, but their thinking became futile, and their foolish hearts were darkened. Though they claimed to know God and be wise, because their foolish hearts they exchanged the glory of the immortal God for images and made to look like birds and mammals. So the people in Romans, they know who God was, but they chose to worship the creation instead of worship Jesus Christ. So I always knew who Jesus Christ was. Okay. This in the year 2006, Jesus Christ gave me a clear view of him in 2007. Okay. Showing me that it's a relationship with him, not a religion. So when the pastors say people don't know Jesus Christ, they do know him. The drunk man laying on the curb, he know exactly who Jesus Christ is. His mama told him about Jesus Christ. He know who he is. So people do know who he is. They just don't know that they suppressing the truth. They know who he is. They view of him is wrong. They view of Jesus Christ is wrong. They know exactly who he is. And I'm praying for the people who are worshiping Mother Earth and glorifying they worshiping the earth instead of worshiping Jesus Christ. And that's what it says right here. Yes, they became futile, they became foolish, and changed the glory of the immortal God for the image to look like birds and mammals. So they chose to worship the creation instead of the creator. Okay? So it's a lot of people out there who know who Jesus Christ is, but they just got the spirit of religion. Religion is not Jesus Christ. Okay? Growing up, that's what I knew about religion. Religion ain't Jesus. That's why my view is wrong. Now I got a clear view of Jesus Christ. It's not about religion. Yep, my grandmother, she told me about Jesus Christ, but it was a wrong view. So people do know who he is. Okay? They just got a wrong view of him. They know exactly who he is. They just need a clear view of who he really is. Okay? So I'm praying for the people in this world to be delivered from the spirit of religion. Religion is not Jesus Christ. Bye bye.